To the Plant Gallery, and I'm Kenny Rabelais, and we're going to talk about house plants. We want your house plants to look as good as your outdoor plants. We have a couple do's and we have a couple don'ts, and we're going to go through those, and I'm going to show you my favorite plants I love to put into the house. First of all, this is our braided marginata. I picked some skinny plants out because a lot of people love big, lush, big, beautiful plants as I do, but you don't have the room for it in the house. The worst thing for this is water. It's too much water. When your tips start turning brown just a little bit, and I pulled one of them out, it just has a tiny, tiny, tiny brown tips, hold off on your water. You only water in this plant about every 10 days inside. Another plant, smaller plant, desktop, coffee table, bathroom, little plant. This is a new on the market, and it's been tested for the last 5 years. It's a red aglaonema. Beautiful, it gives you color year round. See that red and pink in there? Now remember, when you're doing your house plants, most plants are up against walls of houses. So when you water it every week or every 10 days, you're actually giving it a 1/3 turn. And see how I'm just doing that? So if I had the water can and I was watering it, and I would water it and I would do 1/3 every time I water. So the whole plant is going to get light because the plant will turn towards wherever the light is, the natural light. We're going to go to here, which is just a very common. This plant is about once a week on a water, and this plant will tell you when it needs water. The leaves will start going down a little bit, and that's what you want. You don't want to give the plant water when it doesn't need it, because that is the worst killer for interior plants, is overwatering your plants. So this plant will tell you, it will get on a cycle. It's usually about every 7 days it needs water, but very, very, very easy. Probably the easiest plant in the world for interior. This is a great plant too. It's a little bit more modern, a little bit sleeker, but this is when you need something that you have a column and you want some greenery and you don't want it to get fanned out. This is in the marginata family, and it's a cane marginata, and it is great. I mean, beautiful, lush, lush green, dark, dark, dark green. Every plant needs to be turned unless you have light all around that plant. So remember, when you're putting it in corners or a back of a room, it has to be turned, because what will happen is the whole back of the plant here will die off, and all of a sudden you're going to realize, like, oh my goodness, my plant looks great from one side and the back of it is just totally dead. All right, so when you're picking out your plants, or you're thinking about, hey, I need some house plants, where are those plants going to go, and how much light does those plants get in your home? We want you to be successful, so we don't want to sell you a highlight plant and it's a dark, dark room. One of my favorite new plants, this is in the Alocasia family, and boy, I tell you, if you can feel this, it's like a little velvet, and it's just beautiful texture. It grows great. It's a slow grower. Water about every 5 to 6 days inside, but it does need a medium light. When I say medium light, again, it's just, you know, it's indirect lighting, no full sun, but it does need some light. You can't put it in the bathroom with the door closed. That's like no light or low, low light, you know. A great plant people always love is, this is the white bird of paradise. This is not the orange bird, this is the white bird. They do bloom after 7 years. It gives a great leaf structure, does need medium light. It needs to be turned, again, what our 1/3 turns, but it's a great airy plant when you need something very architectural in your house and you want to put it in a, you know, probably a square pot or something with green sheet moss and very architectural. This is the plant for you. This is called a Maria, and it's an aglaonema, but it's, the name of it is Maria, and it's a very great plant for low light. Only water about every 2 weeks, and water really thorough, and then leave it alone again and again at 1/3. But look at the textures on there and the colors on there for a indoor plant. It's just really, really pretty. This is called a fishtail palm, and it's a nice sized palm, and it grows large if you need that, but you do need some good light with it, and this takes a good amount of water. About every 5 to 6 days, about 3 cups of water on this baby. It really, really likes water. But look how nice it is. A lot of people say, did you cut these leaves like this? No, it grows like this, like a fishtail, and that's what it's called, a fishtail palm. So here you have it, all your indoor plants, how to take care of them. If you need more information, please email us. Come down to the plant gallery and we'll explain and show you all these beautiful plants in this greenhouse to make your house green and beautiful.